Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. A good pickup there, a 22.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. There's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Randall getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. So possession goes over here on And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He'll buy some time right. And Rice. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! 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 So! Left!
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jerry Rice, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he puts it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Powerful running. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Tony Gonzalez always such a threat in the middle third of the field. 14 times he went to the Pro Bowl because of his ability to handle contact, traffic, and focus on the football. He may have been built like a wide receiver, but had plenty of strength to go ahead and take on those big hits.
Those 14 Pro Bowls, by the way, tied for the most all-time. Unbelievable mark. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Wentz now to throw.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Paul Krause. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Beckham, the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed toward.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes, and that's complete to Cooks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Beckham. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. The final shot before half for Wentz. And an alley to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We now proceed to the start of the second half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. And
he takes it all the way down to the 3. And what a big-time play there. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On second down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. Wentz now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, here's Wentz. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown! Jerry Rice, 69 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember when he broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get the catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mahomes now on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
Brandon Cooks. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brandon Cooks, 70 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure. And this is taken in at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And his guys are going to take the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the 1st, but instead it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Oh, look at this. Wynn's going to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Run.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wins to throw. He finds Beckham complete. Give him 12 yards. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. To return, it's Peppers. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Kevin Green there brings him down. And on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Michael Vick. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, it's Vick. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a micro. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. John Randall forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gonzalez. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick being chased out left. Shreds the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
Vick on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Vick. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, Vick again. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. From the red zone now, Vick got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Might have to change his nickname to Flurry Carter for the way he accumulates catches. Back in 1995, set the single-season record with 4 12-plus catch games. This guy accumulates catches in bunches.
Yeah, 1995, that year, you're talking about 122 receptions for Chris Carter, career high. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. From the gun, Vick. The quick slant caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Chris Carter, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Vick to throw it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins past him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30. To the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. That one goes for 36 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, there we see one reason why Bruce Smith was a first ballot Hall of Famer. As disruptive a defensive force as there ever was, 200 career sacks. 2 more than my college teammate, Reggie White.
He was the #1 overall pick, Bruce Smith, back in '85. And part of course, those Bills teams that went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tavon Austin. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
To return, it's Peppers. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The first carry now for Ricky Williams. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to him all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jerry Rice, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are in for 6.
Jerry Rice in the end zone is a sight we are sure used to seeing. Not only does he have the most receiving touchdowns in NFL history, he was also the fastest to get to 100.
It took him, I think we've got it here, 120 games to get to 100. Just staggering.
A staggering number, but you have to remember with Jerry Rice, it wasn't just great hands. It wasn't speed. It was the collective, the work ethic to prepare, and the route running that was second to none.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Tuesday. Hey, let's go.
To throw again is Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tavon Austin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll return it from the 6. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now back out comes the offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah,
let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bruce Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Mahomes to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Reggie White. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Left, 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 left.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now here's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he finds Cook. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Here's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go. Hey, express.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Austin's got it left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Cook has it left side, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. It's Brooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And Parkey's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. For the first time, Ricky Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On second down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. To return, it's Peppers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him well behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be 4th down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
Here we go! Blue 45! Blue!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jerry Rice, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we go now! Blue!
Mahomes to throw once more. Rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's some guys that got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Left, 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 left!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tyreek Hill, an 80. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes now on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Black 58 rail.
And they'll run it here. Breaks a tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Man open, Rice. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. A first down throw coming for Vick. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hey, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to roam now. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards. And the Madden legends with the extra point can tie this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go play action here on first down. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the side.